I'm Quickstep the Green Knight.
I'm the Crimson Lord.
I'm Void Tribute.
I am the Grey Sorcerer.
Finally wearing gray.
Obviously.
I'm Crystal Swan.
And I'm mad.
Alright, we are the MCTC Anime Club, and today we've been watching Bayonetta Bloody Fate. And anyone who actually knows this series want to explain this one, because I can only tell based off what the movie's plot was.
To be honest, it's more or less based on the video games from clips I've seen, but so far, I gotta say, Bayonetta is pretty good. She really plays the persona of an anti-heroine. And
Oh, okay, before we go, let's actually explain what Bloody Fate is.
Oh, right.
Which is what I was asking if anyone else wanted to explain
It's a
it.
film adaptation of the very first game. There are two games right now.
No, I don't think it's an adaptation of the first game. I think it's a prequel to the first game.
No, it's
No.
an adaptation.
No, it's an adaptation. It's on the wiki.
Plus, that you've played the first game. That's the same plot.
Yes.
That's the exact same plot. So spoilers for you who played the game.
So apparently you're a hypocrite.
There's nothing about that that makes him a hypocrite. Alright, so basically, yeah, as the Grey Sorcerer pointed out, this is an adaptation of the first game. Game where I'm not going to get into, but Bayonetta, she's let's just say she's an angel hunter. Yes. In this series, the angels are the bad guys. Yeah, and she's trying to figure out her lost memories and where she came from. Well, this mysterious thing about the left eye, and basically just figuring out what the heck is going on. Alright, now we'll go into our initial thoughts. Crimson, go ahead what you were talking about.
As I was trying to say before, Bayonetta kind of has this anti-heroine vibe to her, and to be honest, that's really rare. You don't see many anti-heroines. I mean, sure, you see anti-heroes and stuff, but the ladies never have much for anti-heroines, so props to Bayonetta for being one of the best.
Akame got killed.
Alright. But, point
Calm
is,
down, Gray.
point is, she seems to be like this kind of person who's always good at what she does, and to be honest, she enjoys her job a lot. And, I apologize for any Helsing fans, but I think she could give Alucard a run for his money in a shootout.
Alucard could kick her ass any day, just as Dante did.
Hey, we do not speak of that. That was
do.
favoritism.
I do, and that was fair and square.
No, they literally ignored what the researchers said.
No, it
we're
was
not talking
legit.
about this.
He still won, though.
Yes, because favoritism, and we're
No,
done.
no.
We're done talking about this.
Anywho, guys, I feel like that this film was very good, minus the nudity. But the really enjoyable part was a little girl, Cereza. It's like, "Hi, mommy, don't call me mommy." And for like one guy, Lucas, like, "Hi, old man." It's like, "I'm not an old man." She's like, she don't know whether to be annoyed by her or to be charmed by her insane cuteness.
I think she's precious.
Yes. Speaking of the nudity bit, I'm sad to say I thought this movie was a little way too naughty, even for me. I mean, I can appreciate naughtiness to a certain degree, but this movie pushed my limits. This is basically saying, "Oh, I'm so sexy, so naughty, so sinful." Oh,
That you
makes
go and
the-
then I'll speak.
In the movie's defense, they kept her at a distance for those scenes, and she was partially covered by her hair.
And
kind of
most of
like
it,
a
like
bikini.
the nudity, that was maybe like 1-2 scenes. Compared to the game, it's a lot worse.
That's the point of Bayonetta.
Well, then-
she's supposed to be naughty.
Well, then it's probably not my cup of tea, then.
It never is, Greg. It never is.
But I do have some positive to say about it. I mean, I do like it that they do try to reverse them around. I do like the idea that this is a world where light is not good and dark isn't good. But in the next game, we actually learn that it's actually a bit more
No
gray.
spoilers. We're sticking.
I walk in the gray light, so therefore I must preach the grayness.
But there's, hey, Spoilers, not allowed.
Boyle, you were
That's
gonna
the number one
spoil
rule.
it. Don't.
Until the second, and at least until there's a second movie made. Which
Yes.
there's been no.
When we're reviewing that, then we can give the spoilers. But no. One more like that and you're out.
Try me.
Oh, you wanna go?
Can't
So
we
far,
all
this is
just
gonna
get
be one of the most
along?
comedic reviews ever.
All this fighting. For real.
Alright, anyone else have anything to say?
What about that rival of hers that usually shows up to take a fight with her through the
Jean.
Yeah.
That's her name.
John. Yes, her interesting character. Kind of wish we saw a little more about her. Like, what exactly her motivations were working with the villain.
Yeah.
But I think their bond was rather interesting, and she seemed to have some motivations. But again, I think her motivations were a little more clear in the game.
Aside from the powers, you think when you put these two together, John and Bayonetta, it's like looking in a polar opposite mirror, to be honest. They have some key similarities. They both have somewhat the same power. They just have different styles of fighting.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Although, as we've seen, once you get near the end of the movie where they start working together, they can be pretty powerful and can probably tear the whole world apart.
Oh, probably. Especially with some of those demons they have.
Yeah. And also, one thing you should know, despite the fact that the demons work with the heroes, they're still just as bad as pretty much all the other demons.
We're not
in
getting into the
mythology.
Dante stuff. Let's keep that out of this.
I speak my own mind.
If I had an anime tear with this gesture, it'd be falling right down my head.
Still, the demons, they still kind of have that exchange thing going on. I mean, they lend Bayonetta their powers in exchange that she helps them in killing angels.
Yes.
That she very naughtily enjoys.
Yes, and yes, she, after all, she's an Umbra witch who are, try to imagine, they're essentially witches who work with demons. Their counterparts are the Lumen Sages, a group of light-based sorcerers who work with angels. And essentially these two organizations have helped maintain world balance, but unfortunately, one angel and one sage got a little too emotionally attached to each other, and they had a kid, and the kid was Bayonetta, and then everything went all to
Wow.
hell.
What did I keep saying?
That's in the prologue.
You're still
It's in the prologue.
still thin line, man.
It's in the
Especially because I don't think they said the name Bayonetta in prologue.
Shall we go ahead with the ratings?
Fair enough.
All right, my rating will be 4 out of 5 old mens. There's a reason I do that. It's mostly because of the laughs.
I'm gonna have to say 4 out of 5 because I had to step out for a bit during some parts of the movie.
I'm gonna say 3.5 out of 5.
3 out of 5 for me.
2 out of 5 mummies for me.
5 out of 5 Cheshires from me.
Okay, sounds like it's getting sort of a B rating, so it's not too bad, but it still looks like it could use a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that, frankly, I hope that if there's a third game, we get a Lumen Sage as a playable character in story mode.
Well, anyway.
You know what, wait, and one more thing before, this is the Anime Club signing off, but catch us next week where we finish up My Hero Academia. Academia, thank you.
That's right.
I really need to stop butchering those names.
Yep, in case you didn't get enough information from the last review, get ready for part 2.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.